right, ladies, I want to level with you. How many of us have spent a whole lot of money on a whole lot of beauty products, some of which really never do what they say they're going to do? Well, thankfully, I grew up with a really beautiful mom who to this day does not tinker with her face. And of course, she is still beautiful. I have to say, so many of my memories are of the two of us making beauty masks together. Many of them recipes handed down over generations to plump, tone, and keep our skin looking glowing, youthful, and fresh. Today, I want to share some of these fun recipes with you. Now, like you, I'm busy and I don't want to take the time to make a whole lot of beauty products at home. But here's the difference between a store-bought mask and a homemade beauty mask. It's fresher and often more potent because you're capturing the ingredients right away instead of letting them sit and degrade on a shelf. So pick your favorite day, maybe a Saturday or Sunday, and make a small batch of any one of these masks so you can use them for a few days at a stretch. The first one I'm going to go ahead and show you is one that I used, I think, even when I was like 10 years old, and this is to tighten pores and balance the pH of your skin. I think you've heard my story before, but I actually had a lot of acne growing up, and some of that was from the excessive amount of dairy that we were all eating when we were younger and even through my college years. So this is one that I used a lot for acne. I also used it just to have a better complexion in general. And it's super easy, which is the most exciting part. So we're going to take about a tablespoon of Greek yogurt and we're going to add it into this little container of chickpea flour. Chickpea flour is also garbanzo bean flour. It has a lot of great properties. Both the yogurt acts as an exfoliant. The chickpea flour actually tightens the skin and improves the pores. We're going to start to mix that together, and to that we're going to add a secret beauty ingredient that you all know by now, vitamin C. I've got limes here. You can also add lemons, but we would take about a half a lemon or lime and squeeze it into this mixture and then mix the whole thing together. And as you mix it, you can see it makes a nice little paste, and then that paste I would put directly on my skin and wear it from anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. You would feel it tighten back up, and when you wash your face off, you would be glowing and a lot of the scars and the pore issues would be taken away. So that's my first one, and that's a go-to for me. I've been using that for a long time and it's in our family and we all love to use it together. All right, the next one I'm going to show you is more for moisture and hydration. Do any of you suffer from dry skin? You know, after a recent bout of travel, a lot of times I'll come home and my skin is just parched, and it has nothing to do with the inside. It's just the air travel and the temperature changes and all that other stuff that's involved with travel. So let's take a look at this. This is a fun way to recover from travel and to add more moisture to your skin. So I've got about a quarter of an avocado chopped up. I'm going to mash it up, and even the avocado by itself, quite honestly, is a great little beauty secret. It has vitamin E in it. It has a lot of great healthy fats in it, and all of that does help plump your skin back up. But to it, I'm going to add just a couple of drops of rosehip oil, and I don't know if you're familiar with rosehip oil, but again, it helps to build hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid is what gives our skin that glow and that moisture, and it also gives it some of the great skin plumping and skin tension effects. We're going to add a little bit of honey. Honey serves a couple of different functions when it comes to beauty. It is a tightener, it is a pore cleanser, and it can also act as an exfoliant. So we're going to mix all of that together as well. And you've got this great mask, and I'm going to try to get it to be a little bit more or less clunky, but you can add that also directly to your skin. You can even wear it overnight if you're daring enough, or just wear it for about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so that's moisture and hydration. Let's move on to our next issue. Let's say you've been out in the sun a little bit too much, or you've just been playing a lot of sports and you've been exposed, or you've taken a few too many beach vacations. Well, this recipe is bound to help your skin recover from all that sun damage. And again, super easy, which is one of my favorite things. So we're going to take, I've already got some rose water doled out here. I've got about a quarter cup of rose water. To that, I'm going to add aloe juice. And aloe, remember, helps repair the skin, helps repair the barrier of the skin, and also soothes any burns you may have. So you can add that directly to this rose water. You can mix it together. And then to that, we can add a thickener, and that thickener can, again, you can go back to the chickpea flour, or we can actually add a little bit of ground flax seeds to that as well. You can also add some sugar to act as a further exfoliant. Mix all of that together, and that in turn will help your skin to recover. And so you can just put that on as a paste and watch your skin sort of heal from any sun damage and sunburns you may have. All right, last but not least is one more moisture mask. So one more mask to help you rehydrate your skin. And this one takes a couple of these ingredients and puts it all together. So we're going to take that Greek yogurt that we just talked about. We're going to dump that in a bowl. We're going to add the leftover honey. And again, you can make 4 or 5 of these at one time. You don't have to necessarily just make one, but you can make a couple of them. Add the honey in. Mix that together, add a little bit of the water in, and boom, you've got another mask for hydration. And none of these took me more than just a couple of minutes to make. And you can do any of these at home. You can keep them in. You can add other ingredients to them. Like for example, for the chickpea flour one, we've added ground turmeric to it in the past. Or if you're having a lot of issues with acne, you can add neem to any one of these because that'll calm your skin down and act as an anti-inflammatory and an antibacterial. So give it a try. Pick your favorite mask, try it out, see what you think. Let me know what the results are. And if you want more recipes like this for beauty or food, check out some of my other videos.